at C&BSports. Bryce here.
And I'm Chris.
Hope you enjoyed last week's video.
Yeah, we're going to do NBA this week. We did NBA last week, I want to say we did, yeah. And again, if you didn't watch the last video, if you're just watching NBA, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving once again.
Yeah, this will be posted tomorrow on Thanksgiving. But let's go ahead and recap some last week games and recap the big game of the week last week. We streamed live C&BSports on Twitch.
C&BSports 22.
C&BSports 22, not the and symbol, just C&B Sports 22 on Twitch. We streamed live for the big game of the week.
The Blazers and Bucks. Pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. Milwaukee kind of, every time Trailblazers got something going, Milwaukee just kind of kept making big shots and keeping them out of it. It seemed like when we were kind of watching it seemed like a 10-point game most of the game.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like the Bucks were not missing that game at all.
Yeah, that's what kind of surprised me when I look at the game stats. And if I'm not wrong, it said they were 16 for 43 from three. If I'm not wrong, it just blew my mind. It could have been from early, but it blew my mind because when we were watching the game, it just seemed like everything was going in, and it just wasn't. Both teams didn't. I want to say they both shot under 30. Yeah. I mean, under 40%, if not just at 40%. But it just didn't look like that. Leading score was Bledsoe, 30 points for Milwaukee.
CJ McCollum, he dropped 37 points. But the player that we want to talk about, Labissiere.
Yeah.
Huge impact on the game.
Yeah, Sky Labissiere. And, I don't understand why I don't give this guy more minutes. He was good in Sacramento, good young player. Whiteside was out, so he started. And then, so after this game, Sky Labissiere, right? He had a big game, what'd you say?
22 points and 12 boards. 22
points. Well, and he had some blocks. I mean, we had some mean blocks in the game, too, we were watching. I want to say 4 or 5 blocks. But, so they go on the next, I want to say game after that. And they don't even, Whiteside's out again. They don't even start him. They start Anthony Tolliver. Anthony fucking Tolliver.
And during this game, Labissiere would come in for 10 minutes, take him out for a quarter. I'm like,
he still, I want to say he still played around 30 minutes, 28 minutes. But,
you got to play him. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, he was he kind of brought the momentum to the game. And when it felt like they were rolling when he was in.
When he was in the game, I felt like the Blazers were picking up.
He was making the mid-range, pick and roll mid-range, whatever.
Inside the paint, getting boards and hustling and putting putbacks.
Yeah, but CJ also had a big game, like you said. But what kind of made this game out of reach for the Trailblazers. We had some big shots by Wesley Matthews, Brook Lopez, Pat Connaughton, and
Brook Lopez out of nowhere. I mean, I know he could shoot, but my God, he
made some deep threes,
some 5 threes. I'm talking about they were Curry range. I'm like, my God.
Connaughton and DiVincenzo also had some, I want to say, some big plays off the bench, dunks, and everything. And Wesley Matthews, he made I remember him making 3 or 4
I felt like everybody was dropping threes and not pissing.
Yeah, because I remember they brought it within 3 or 4, and Wesley Matthews came back and made 3 big threes in a row. So they got some power off the bench, even though not big names like Connaughton and DiVincenzo. There's not many big names, but they do have some powers off the bench. And Giannis, triple-double.
Yeah.
24, 15, and 19 just seems easy.
Man, if he can get that 3-pointer down.
Yeah, I mean,
jeez.
He might be the best player in the NBA without it. I mean, you got LeBron, but Kawhi, whatever, and he might be the best player in the NBA without it. But let's move on from that game. Well, no, we also had Melo. Melo dropped 18, 7, and 4.
Dropping 18.
Yeah, he had he missed a lot of shots, but he also had a big game later on this week. He had 25. He had 25 points. So
we got to edit this out.
Yeah, what do you?
We got to edit this out. We got to wait.
Why? Move on from that game. We're gonna move on to the Warriors. Lose 142-94 to the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh boy.
Now let me ask. Luka, I want to say he had over 20 points by half.
Yeah.
And he was shooting. He only missed one shot at halftime, I want to say. But do you think the Warriors would be the worst team in the NBA? After going to the chip, do you think they're the worst team in the NBA? I mean, record-wise, they are right now, I want to say.
I mean, they ain't got no power. I mean, nothing.
They got Draymond in.
Clay's out, Curry's out. You got Draymond, which I don't know.
Russell's out still.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And even with them, I mean, they weren't
popping off.
I mean, well, they hadn't really all played together too much. But if they had everybody, I would say no. But, people like Pascal, young player, he's good. Alec Burks,
but he can't carry the team
up.
himself.
They're not beating all these good teams. I don't know if they'll be the worst team in the NBA, but I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out. They lose, they get in the lottery, whatever. They'll be in the lottery, no doubt. But they could get a high draft pick, so they get something out of it. Maybe you think they should trade Russell even though he's injured? Once he comes back from injury, I know they were talking about it. You think they should trade him and try to get another?
I would. I mean,
they could get a couple, pieces for him.
Yeah.
Draft pick, whatever.
Yeah.
Get some draft capital for him.
I mean,
because they did it without. They did it with just Draymond. If Clay comes back from injury and Curry.
Yeah. I mean, they won it before, so I mean, without KD. So I mean, I don't know.
I guess even if say they keep Russell, you just got to slide Thompson to the 3.
Yeah.
Once he comes back and put Russell at the 2. I don't know. It just seems like a weird. Him and Russell and Curry. I just don't see Russell as a spot up shooter.
I'm very surprised when the Warriors did get D'Angelo Russell. I started thinking like, man, how I just don't see how it's going to.
Yeah, I just don't see Russell as a spot up shooter.
No.
I don't. I just want to see him control his own team.
I mean, he's a good scorer, but he's not a three. I won't say he's a 3-point shooter. I mean, he can make them, but I mean,
he's more of a. Anyway, let's move on from that game. I just wanted to mention the Warriors in there, but Rockets Clippers Friday night. What a game this was! Came down to the wire. Definitely thought the Rockets were gonna win the game when I was watching.
Yeah.
Rocket seems like they had it, and Clippers somehow won this game. Big shots at the end, turnover, whatever. Clippers won 122 to 119, and Lou Will made a big shot at the end of the game. He was the leading scorer, 26 points. Kawhi Leonard, 24 points. And Harden lost with 37.
Yeah, I mean, fit all those numbers, still lose. I mean, it was a hell of a game.
And, I mean, Harden averages that. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. But, Paul George didn't play that game, did he? Was he back that game? I don't think so.
I think he was out.
But I got a question for you, while we're here on this game. And, Warren, if you want to jump on this too. Do you think James Harden is the best scorer we've ever seen?
No.
Just watch it. I mean, he's averaging, 38, 39 a game.
When you ask this question, you talk about scoring, correct?
Yeah, why?
Just scoring?
I'm just talking about scoring. You can have Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. No, stop. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the best scorer.
I mean, I would argue after watching these few seasons, Harden dominating with the crossovers and stuff, and Harden wants to take over, which KD, I mean, sometimes will too, but
I just don't see it. I think KD.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a toss-up between the two.
Would
Harden has to have the ball the whole game for him to be able to do what
right.
he's very good at doing.
You're right.
KD doesn't. KD's just so dominant. We've never seen a 7-footer before that can dribble the ball like a
Kyrie
and can still rebound and shoot
pretty much if KD took as many shots as he does, KD would,
for sure. I believe that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just wanted to see because a lot of people are saying he's the best scorer we've ever seen, and with the step back and stuff, and the other.
I'm not saying he's like the best player ever. Yeah. Like all around, in my opinion, LeBron all around.
Oh no, he's definitely not the best player ever, no doubt.
But scoring wise, attacking the basket,
he's top for top 2. Scorer of all time.
Harden doesn't play defense and doesn't rebound the ball well enough to be all around best player in the league.
No doubt. But his defense has improved the last couple seasons, but it's still not. He's still not. Yeah, no work. Not the best player. Definitely not. We also had a game in Chicago. Chicago Bulls beat the Hornets 116-115. Only reason I'm mentioning this game is Zach LaVine. 49 points, 13 for 17 from three. He tied Curry's record.
Yeah.
In second in most threes in a game. Klay Thompson obviously has the first. So.
And Zach LaVine getting in with his coach. Getting heated.
Yeah, and I just before we get into that, I just want to say, I was looking at, the game ended with the turnover and the big shot by Zach LaVine. Do you know Charlotte before the crazy ending to that game, with the big game-winning three from Zach LaVine, Charlotte had a 99.8% chance to win that game. A 99.8% chance to win that game. I saw that. That blew my mind. I mean, I understand it was a crazy turnover, crazy steal, crazy score, three, whatever. I think they were down by 7.
Like Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was crazy. But let's also move into, like you said, he got into it with his coach. The coach said he made 3. This was the game. I want to say this was the game before. So this must have pissed him off. That's why he went berserk, I guess. In the next game, he went crazy. But said before the next game, they took him out because he made 3 different defensive mistakes, and they took him out. He took him out of the game.
That's how you get a player wanting to leave the association. That's what just causes trouble. And when you get trouble with all your players and the coaches and the whole team just starts not performing right, I mean.
Yeah, LaVine didn't take it well. He said he didn't like it, and he kind of said,
he'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
I feel like he ain't going to play that shit.
But LaVine kind of said, he didn't understand what the 3 mistakes were, but he said he can't control what's going on, whatever. But
you got to listen to the coach, but once your players' coach start arguing, that just...
My question, all the talent, you got Laurie Markkinen in Chicago, Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, Kobe White, Wendell Carter Jr., all this young talent. Don't you think they should be contending in the East somehow? And they have one of the worst, I want to say, don't you think they should be contending?
I mean, yeah, they got very good young talent, good young core. I think they should be, up there.
And Boylan started, I think, in 2017, 2018. You think it's, I believe it was time for a coaching change. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they should definitely, especially in the East. Now, I can understand if you're in the West.
Oh, yeah, the West is too.
But they have so much young talent, they should be contending. Zach LaVine's a great player. Laurie's been struggling this year.
White's been playing good.
Laurie was looking like a beast the year before. And it's just, just too much young talent on the team. They should definitely be contending for an 8th seed, whatever. But just
I think them and Hawks, both got great young cores.
Yeah, the only thing that's holding Hawks back right now is injuries. But let's move into
John Collins not hitting that cocaine.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it was cocaine, but we'll move on. Rockets Mavs played Sunday. Crazy high scoring game. Mavs won 137-123.
Luka had 41 points. I would say it. MVP.
MVP?
Yeah, I mean, my God.
Not LeBron, not Giannis, not Harden.
If Luka keeps on playing like this the rest of the season, shit. I mean, I saw where he was the second youngest player behind LeBron to score so many points before turning 21.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. He just, I don't know. I think he's, great.
Giannis, I would say Giannis is going to give him a run for it. He's been playing better.
I mean, like we always say, it's still too early.
Yeah, way too early.
I mean.
But in that game, Luka 41, Hardaway Jr. stepped up off the bench. I think he's off the bench. 31 He started that game, so 31 points. Kristaps 23 points. Kristaps, he it seemed like New York. He was going to be one of the best players in the NBA right now. He's okay. He's a second wing, but he's not the same. But Harden again, 32 in the loss. Tough game. But one question I wanted to ask. Do you think the Mavericks, I want to say they're 11-5? Are they for real? You think they can make a run in the West? You got tough West. You got the Rockets,
the West
Clippers,
is really
Lakers.
Tough. Am I going to say top seed? No. But I mean, good 6, 7 seed, maybe.
Yeah.
Shit, make go 4 or 5. I mean, it'd be. I don't know. I think they can make a run.
You know, Luka plays like this. If Kristaps can
Chris
step up,
starts stepping
Hardaway, got
That could be a
Brunson.
deadly team.
yeah, you got Brunson, Kleber, all the. You know, they don't really have too much Dwight Powell. They don't have too much other big names. You know, but if one of these guys get hurt, you know, like Luka or Kristaps.
If
Luka gets hurt, because Luka's the main guy
Yeah.
to score. You know, I'd say that for real. In the end, I want to say they get a 6 or 7 seed, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to continue. I hope so, because I like Kristaps. I
Yeah.
believe in the long run, after a while, I believe this team might be one of the best teams in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Kemba Walker. I think he came back now, but, you know, I brought this in there because he got stretchered off. I thought this was a serious injury, but it doesn't seem, because he played tonight, and I want to say he went crazy tonight playing. Against, I forgot who they played, but he was having a big game tonight, I want to say. But, you know, Boston's just kind of getting unlucky with injuries, and but they're still looking like the best team, one of the best teams in the NBA and the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
So just wanted to throw that in there. And I also saw something about the NBA reseeding, something about shortening the season and doing it in a.
What I read was they're going to be trying to push for like in-season tournaments and shortening the season
To 78 games or something.
And it's something to do with the playoffs, with the semifinals.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah, it was
read
kind of
much
confusing,
into it,
but you know, I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. I don't know if they should change it. I mean, it'd be cool, but
yeah,
I don't know if they should change too much.
It's like a little college format, not college. You know, they got different tournaments during the season, but
yeah, we'll have to see more on that. But yeah, I don't know too much about it. But upcoming games we got this week. One, Clippers Mavs. Like I was saying, can they compete in the West?
yeah, I think this would be a good game. Good tournament, proving point for them.
Well, first of all, we got to see if Kawhi Leonard's going to play. Sat out again tonight, probably fucking load management.
Yeah.
So sitting out every night just because he's, you know, tired, whatever. Shit, I'm tired all the time. I mean, if I was in the NBA, you see my ass playing, shit, my ass would be playing every damn game. But I don't understand that. But they still, Paul George's been dominating.
Yeah.
We'll see what Luka's made of, because that's a tough defense, man.
It's going to be a good game.
That's a tough defense. They stop him, it's going to be tough. You also have the Heat and the Rockets play.
Which the Heat's been playing good.
Yeah, we'll see. Jimmy Butler was sick tonight. He didn't play, so we'll see if see what they can do. The Heat's a 4 or 5 seed right now, or it could be top three in the East. I'm not sure.
I think they're at 4 or 5. I think.
Yeah, Butler, Adebayo, Hero, Dragic's still been playing well off the bench because they're starting Nunn. You got Kendrick Nunn. You know, that's going to be a tough game for the Rockets. For the Rockets, but I could see Harden going big because Heat's kind of a fast-paced team. I could see Harden going crazy and Westbrook in that game. And last game of the week, big game of the week. I don't know who's up in these things. I haven't kept.
We haven't kept.
I think we're pretty close. I want to say I picked Milwaukee last week. You picked Trailblazers, and I want to say we're tied right now.
Somebody's up 1.
Yeah, we need to keep up with them better. But Lakers, Mavs. You know, throwing the Mavs in again. You know, you got LeBron James, and you got people's calling him. Could be
Junior.
Yeah, young LeBron James, Luka Doncic. So, who you got in this game?
Oh man, it's a hard pick. I don't know. I think LeBron's gonna have a good game. I also think Luka's gonna have a good game. And then you got the big man battle, like Anthony Davis and Chris Stapps.
Lakers been the best defensive team in the NBA statistically.
I want the Mavs to win, but I think I'll go Lakers in this one.
Yeah, I want the Mavs to win too. You know, if they didn't have so much, you know, Lakers are so good with McGee blocking the rim, Dwight blocking the rim, Avery Bradley playing defense on the wing, LeBron, then you got Anthony Davis, rim protector, wing, whatever. Their defense is just so crazy. And, you know, after Luka, And then after Luka and Kristaps, say they stop them a little bit, they ain't really got nobody. I mean, they got Hardaway. Somebody else is going to have to step up and have a big game. For
Luka just can't carry that whole team that game.
It's a possibility. If he drops 50-something, I mean, it's going to blow my mind. And see, it's a regular season game, so anything can happen. But
hopefully LeBron and Luka match up that night. That'd be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Lakers too. LeBron, it's going to be